Welcome back into Borleski Ballpark. Sweets taking on the Northpaws. Walla Walla just took 2 of 3 in their last home series against Kamloops, trying to keep the momentum here in sunny Walla Walla, Washington. But before this series gets underway, let's hear about what the players of the Walla Walla Sweets have to think with this week's Player Roundup. Drew Alba here with Trevor T on this edition of Players Roundup. Trevor, first off, you get an off day yesterday after playing 6 straight days. How are the legs feeling?
They were feeling a little sore, a little tired, but off day, good recovery day, get all the stretching in we needed to, so it's good. Feeling better now.
Last couple games, before the off day yesterday, you played in the outfield. I know your primary position playing infield. How do you feel out there?
I love it out there. I mean, any way I can get the team a W, I'm going to do it, so love to get out there, help out the team.
You feel most comfortable in the infield, correct?
Yeah.
But what do you think as a baseball player when, maybe in the fall or the spring your coach asks, Trevor, can you play outfield? Yeah, I just played that. What type of advantage do you think that gives you?
I think I'm just a get it done type of guy. If something needs to be done, I can get it done on a baseball field. So,
behind the plate, you get it done type of guy. What are you looking for out there?
Just looking for a fastball I can drive.
When there's a guy on third base, I was talking this a lot. Early on in the season, the Sweets had a few issues, advancing runners in second and third. The last couple of games started to figure out, does your mindset change when there's a guy in scoring position?
A little bit. Just simplify. Got to get it done. I know there's a guy on third. The whole team behind me can get it done too. So if I can get it done, that's great. But I got boys behind me, so just get it simplified a little bit.
How does it feel now to play here at Walla Walla for back-to-back homestands after, we opened up in Portland, you go down to Springfield. Those are some long bus rides. Portland, not an easy place to play at all. How does it feel to kind of just stay here for, a week at a time?
It's been really nice. I mean, the Sweets fans too, just amazing to play behind. So a lot of momentum, a lot of good times.
Yeah, how does it feel to kind of have the fans, behind you and not, in Portland where there's a PA announcer talking during at-bats and things like that?
It's nice having the fans behind us. It's really nice. Not getting chirped 24/7.
Right.
It's good.
When you are getting chirped, though, what's going through? I mean, I know some people like that.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, if I get chirped, it's just more fire to my fuel.
There you go. All right, so Trevor T and the Sweets are kind of rolling right now. Sweets second in the South Division. The last few years, I don't know if you knew, the Sweets not been this kind of premier team in the West Coast League Conference early on, but how do you keep this going throughout the whole season?
We know it's a long season. We got a lot of guys that are able to do anything on the ball field, so we got a good lineup, 1 through 9, so not really worried about it.
Not worried at all, just keep doing what you're doing out
Exactly.
there. How do you balance, obviously there's so much talent on this team, you're not going to play every game, but when you're in, taking advantage of those opportunities.
Exactly, like what you said, taking advantage of the opportunities. I mean, we know what we have to do when we got on that field, so it's business from there.
You can't see it on this camera, but you see the flag waving all the way to the left. How happy are you that you're a right-handed hitter here at Borleski?
Big time, big time, yeah.
The wind always seems to be blowing out towards left. Does your mindset approach kind of change, just to get the ball in the air and the wind will do the rest?
A little bit, not really. I know a couple of guys on the team that like to do that, but that's not my game, so.
What are you looking forward to in this series? You look at the other side, you're playing a team from Canada, that's kind of cool. We're not going up to Canada at all. What do you expect of Kamloops?
New faces, but 3 wins for us, so.
3 wins, same ball.
Exactly.
All right, so this is the question of the day on Player Roundup. If you were a professional athlete in a sport that wasn't baseball, what would it be?
Gotta say basketball.
Basketball. Did you hoop back in high school at all?
A little bit. I was more of a sideline cheerer, but
There you go. Are you a slasher, on the basketball court, a sharpshooter?
I would say a 3-and-D type of guy for sure.
There you go.
Yeah,
3-and-D.
3-and-D.
If you had to play on a team, what team would it be? You
Got
on a
it.
specific team?
Yeah, my Bulls.
Your Bulls.
Yeah,
okay.
big Chicago Bulls
Leading
fan.
back to the 90s fame, here in the 2020s.
Exactly. More of a Jimmy Butler type of guy, but
Yeah, there you go. And if you could be a starting pitcher and throw 12 strikeouts in a game or have a 2-home-run night, what would you take?
Gotta say 2-home-run night. I'm a hitter, so
You're
gotta
a hitter,
take
you're
it,
a hitter.
yeah.
Do you ever think about, what could I do out there on the mound? Does that ever cross your mind?
Oh, 100%, all the time. I'll be with Alex all the time and be like, what if I pitched?
What do you got? What do you think the velo you got on your arm? I mean, you can throw it across the diamond. We see you playing hot corner third all the time. You were put in center field for a reason.
I'm gonna say I'm touching a 88.
88?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe, shoot, maybe 90 once in a while? No.
That would be nice. That would
We'll
be
see.
nice, big time.
All right, well, Trevor T, thanks so much.
Awesome,
Players
thank you.
Roundup. Thanks, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about underway here at Borleski Ballpark. But before we do, we have both the Canadian and American national anthems. During that time, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this for Game 1 between the Sweets and the Northpaws.
Veterans of the armed forces are invited to salute.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, one glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Welcome into historic Borleski Ballpark. The Sweets take on the Kamloops Northpaws for the first time as the Canadian team comes south to play here in Walla Walla, Washington. And the Sweets are rolling. Won 2 of 3 against the Cowlitz Black Bears. Remain a perfect 2-0 in series records here at home in Borleski as fans continue to spiral in out in right field. A nice day for baseball. Blue skies, a slight breeze moving right to left. You can see the American flag in straight away. All 50 stars and 13 stripes. Out on the mound for the Sweets, Aiden Rady checking in out of George Fox University. Rady in 2-game start, 9 in the 3rd innings pitched, 10.6 ERA with 9 strikeouts. Leading off for the Northpaws, Elijah Clayton. The right fielder steps in. There's going to be a few big things to watch out for in this game. One of them, stolen bases. Kamloops ranks 1st in the West Coast League with 66 stolen bases. That's almost double second place Corvallis. The first pitch from Rady looked at as eclipsed the top 3rd, and the first pitch, 6:39 p.m. Rady looks back into his running mate behind the plate, Owen Estabrook. The pitch to Estabrook, a big hack and a miss. Off-speed pitch fools Clayton for strike 2. Nobody out, nobody on. Sweets and Northpaws tied up at 0-0 here in the top of the 1st inning. Rady delivers. Caught him with the high cheese. Strike 3 swinging. And it's 3 pitches. 1 strikeout. Clayton goes down, and it brings up Connor Clark. Playing infield for the Sweets, Tanner Kern holding down the first base position. Trevor T back in the infield after playing 2 games against Cowlitz in the outfield. He's at second base. Troy Sanders locking down shortstop. And at third base, Landon Young, as the first pitch comes into Clark. Hits the outer third, 0-1. A fastball that scrapes the outer edge, and Aiden Rady, 4 pitches and 4 strikes, getting ahead of batters early on here with 1 out. Rady peers in the motion and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Blew it by him. Rady 1 pitch away from his 2nd straight strikeout. Billy Scaldaferri out in left field, Cole Rogers in his primary position at center, and Johnny Backus in right. The next offering popped up center field. Moving back, Rogers, he makes the play as he sticks his left glove into the air, squeezes for out number 2, and it's 2 up, 2 down, brings up Drew Schmidt. Sweets in the blue navy tops with the all-white pants. Blue baseball cap with the W2 logo. Stands for Walla Walla Squares, just Walla Squared, which turns into the Walla Walla. It's the first pitch to Schmidt, runs a little bit up high, 1-0. And there's a Sweets cursive writing in all white over the front of the jersey. As Rady's in the motion, and the 1-0, a chopper over towards Young at third. The throw over to first base beats him by a couple steps. Rady goes 3 up, 3 down, 1 strikeout, nobody left on. And the bottom of the 1st we go. Sweets' first chance to attack and scratch the scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
To the bottom of the first inning we go. Sweets' first chance to scratch the scoreboard, and it brings up the leadoff bat, Trevor T. Out there on the hill for the Northpaws, Mason Sheen. The righty arm steps in. Comes set at the chest, and the first pitch on the way hits the attic of the strike zone, 0-1. Sheen from Langley, British Columbia, up in Canada. The righty arm from the University of Fraser Valley. Kicks and deals. Well away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Works with a fastball, cutter, changeup, and a slider. That heater tops out at 93 miles an hour. The 1-1. Inside, outside, little squib over the right netting into foul territory. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Playing defense for Kamloops at first base, Jared Hall. Second, Tanner Hornback. At short, Drew Schmidt. Third base, Anthony Sedikasi. As the next offering, Kati looking in the basement. An off-speed pitch that just clips the very bottom of the zone. And the top of the first and the bottom of the first, the exact same start. A strikeout brings up Troy Sanders. Sanders waves his bat a few times and steps in. Sheen gets the sign. The first pitch to Sanders, up and away, ball 1. In left field, Connor Clark. Center field, manning all that grass out there in center in the bright sunlight, Ethan Kodama. And in right field, Elijah Clayton. The 1-0. Tapped, first base side, foul territory. Troy Sanders wipes off his left protective wear and all black undersleeve. Steps back into the batter's box, twirls his black bat around, and is ready for the 1-1 deal. Pitch on the way. Curveball hits the outside third. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sanders wiggles his bat, faces the 1-2 on the way. Downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first inning. The 2-2 to Sanders, well away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sanders eclipsed the 30 at-bat mark in his last game against the Cowlitz Black Bears, hitting .267 on the year for the Sweets. Facing the payoff pitch, looked at but catches the outside of the zone. David Richardson rings him up and Sanders walks back. It's back-to-back Ks from Mason Sheen, and it brings up Tanner Kern. Back-to-back strikeouts and back-to-back looking is really the concerning thing. Brings up Tanner Kern, the first baseman. Lefty bat faces the righty pitcher, Sheen. His pitch comes in, and it's chopped right back up to Sheen. He stumbles on the mound, can't find it. Coming on with the ball, Sedikasi, the third baseman, throws to first, and Tanner Kern beats it by a couple steps. So 2 outs, and Kern becomes the first base runner of the day for either side. Put that down as a hit. It never hit Sheen's glove, so it can't be an E1. Sedikasi did a good job just to get to the baseball over at third base. Brings up Dom Cadiz, the designated hitter who is swinging a hot bat, to say the very least. The first pitch on the way to Cadiz runs upstairs, 1-0. And the final game against Cowlitz went 2 for 3 with a walk and a 3-run go-ahead homer out towards left field. That was really the difference in a 6-4 victory. Sweets over Black Bears, as the 1-0 to Cadiz is lined into right center field, coming up with a Clayton, and he makes the play for out number 3. Loud contact, Kern's left on first base, and the Sweets and the Northpaws tied up at 0-0. We move to the top of the second inning, all tied up on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
To the top of the second we go. Drew Alba here on the mic as the Sweets and the Northpaws tied up at 0-0. Rady works a 1-2-3 top of the first inning, and then in the bottom of the first inning, the Sweets leave one runner on as Tanner Kern reaches on an infield single. Kitties lines out, and that's the first inning for ya. Top of the second brings up Joey Rico, the designated hitter. Rico at a Westmont College, the lefty bat, can pitch as well as hit, hitting .250 on the year. 1 2/3 on the mound. The first pitch on the way hits the outer edge, 0-1. Rady works quickly. Gets the sign from Estabrook and immediately into his motion, delivers. Can of corn left field, but it slices into foul territory. That was elevated, and it's 0-2. Well, Rady already has one strikeout on the day. It was against Elijah Clayton, who led off the first inning. The 0-2. Fouled back. You hear the counting in the background. Tommy, the assistant general manager here for the Walla Walla Sweets, tradition when he needs to refill the beer kegs out in left field as the 0-2 pitch. A big swing and a miss, strike three. Aiden Rady blows the fastball by him, and it's his second strikeout of the day. When he moves the beer over to the beer garden in left field, he has to bench press the keg while he's walking, and the fans here behind home plate count it off. With one out, top of the second, the first pitch on the way. A line drive left center field gets down. Rogers skates up with it. Hall reaches first base, he stops there, and Jared Hall has the first base runner of the day for the Northpaws. With one out here in the top of the second inning, Kamloops and Walla Walla tied up at 0-0. Brings up Matthew McDonald from Pima Community College, hitting .303 on the year. Just the incoming sophomore at Pima. Rady comes set, and the first pitch misses a little bit low and outside. 1-0. Rady leans in and gets the sign. Throw goes over to first base, sliding back safely, Jared Hall. 1 ball and no strikes. Rady 9 strikeouts on the year with the Sweets and 9 1/3 innings pitched, averaging around a K per inning as the next pitch is fouled back. A ball and a strike. A K for 9-0 above 7 is pretty good. You're reaching the 8-9 territory, and you got some elite stuff out there on the hill. Rady already with 2 Ks today. Delivers. Shows bunt. Gets it down. Rady fields it. Throws over to first base. Beats McDonald by a half a step, and it's out 2. Jared Hall gets over to second base. Brings up Tanner Hornback in his first at-bat with the Northpaws. Brady nods his head, gets the sign from Estabrook, and comes set at the belt. Takes a peek at second base. The righties deliver. Downstairs in the dirt, Estabrook comes up with the ball quickly, jolting back over to second base. Jared Hall. Hall was thinking about sliding over to third. Estabrook did just enough to keep it within that 8-foot radius around the plate to keep Hall at bay. The 1-0. Popped up, right field. Backus moves under it into foul territory, and it goes into the bullpen without a play. A ball and a strike. Brady comes set. Hall takes his lead at second base with 2 outs. The 1-1. Shot out of a cannon on the ground, gets up the middle. Rogers comes up with the baseball, getting the sign. Hall comes home. Rogers throws in, not enough time, and Hall speeds around the diamond and puts the Northpaws on top 1-0 over the Sweets here in the top of the second inning. Tanner Hornback stays put at first base in his first AB with the Northpaws. Gets the job done. Anthony Sedekasi steps in. The first pitch hits the bottom of the third, strike zone, 0-1. Well, just like that, Jared Hall reaches with a single, a sacrifice bunt from McDonald to move him into scoring position, and with 2 outs, Hornback gets the job done with a lace out towards center field. The 0-1. Runner goes, throw goes over to second base, a swinging strike, tag applied, safe. Trevor T was sprinting to the dugout. He thought he was out by a mile. Hornback must have just got under his tag. Runner now on second base. I'll tell you what, Kamloops Northpaws not afraid to steal a bag or two. That's the 67th stolen base as a team, as the 0-2 misses a hair outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Top of the second, Sweets trail 1-0. In second place, Corvallis with just 35 stolen bases. That's over 30 less than Kamloops at 67. The 1-2 from Rady. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rady limits the damage, gives up 1 run here in the top of the second inning as Kamloops scratches the scoreboard first. On top 1-0, we reach the bottom of the second inning, Sweets and Northpaws. 1-0. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
To the bottom of the second we go. Northpaws put on 1 in the top of the second. Sweet with a chance to respond here in the bottom half of the frame, and it brings up Billy Scaldaferri. Scaldaferri takes a couple practice swings and steps in. The righty bat faces the right-handed thrower Mason Sheen. The first pitch on the way, right down Main Street, an off-speed pitch for 0-1. Scaldaferri out of Grand Canyon University. faces the 0-1 pitch, fouled back, behind 0-2. Hitting 192 with the Sweets in 26 tries. Hardy's hit 2 home runs here at 0-2. The pitch. Popped up left center field. Kodama camps under it and makes the play a few steps in front of the track for out number 1. Scaldaferri just gets under it, and it brings up Owen Estabrook. Estabrook hitting 300 on the year, just 10 at-bats. The first pitch on the way to Estabrook misses away, ball 1. 1-0. A bluebird day here in Walla Walla, not a cloud in the sky. Slight breeze rolling out towards left field. A good crowd on deck as the 1-0 sails high, 2 balls and no strikes. Another off-speed pitch. Sheen set at the chest, kicks and deals. Outside ball 3, and Estabrook ahead 3 balls and no strikes. Outfield illuminated in all sunlight. Infield, some shade provided by the trees in certain spots, still mostly sun, as the 3-0 hits the outside third. 3 balls and 1 strike. Sheen needs the strike and does get it at 3-0. And Estabrook with the greenest of green lights. Doesn't have a home run yet with the Sweets. Faces the 3-1 pitch. Down in the dirt, ball 4. Estabrook takes 90 feet on a 5-pitch walk, and it brings up Landon Young. Young batting down in the 7 hole today for the Sweets. Still 5th on the team, 4th amongst active players for Walla Walla, hitting .333 on the year in 42 at-bats. He's also searching for his first homer. The first pitch, big swing and a miss, strike 1. Another off-speed pitch that transitions away. It looks like the slider. With 1 out, Estabrook takes a lead. Sweets trail 1-0, bottom of the 2nd frame. The 0-1. Right down the heart of the plate, 0-2. Young needs the battle on 2 strikes. 1 out. The pitch on the way. Caught him looking. David Richardson, the home plate umpire, rings him up on the outside edge. It's the 2nd strikeout. You see it back with Troy Sanders as well. A pitch that seems borderline off the plate. Richardson likes that outside strike apparently, and it's out number 2. Brings up Johnny Backus. Has the righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch on the way, just off the end of the bat, 0-1. Backus hitting .088 on the year. Estabrook at first with 2 outs. Sheen's second offering, swing and a miss, 0-2. Early hole here to Backus. The pitch. Just gets a piece of it. A roller that rolls right into the dugout for the Northpaws. Staying alive on 0-2. Backus twirls his bat a few times, now gets ready, so does Sheen. The pitch. Outside ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Backus circles the batter's box. Takes a little half-practice swing and steps back in. Estabrook over at first, stole a few bags with Columbia as a catcher as the 1-2 cut on and missed, strike 3. Backus goes down swinging, and it's out number 3. Sweets cannot respond in the bottom of the 2nd frame. Walla Walla trails Kamloops 1-0. We reach the top of the 3rd inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
To the top of the third we go. Sweets trailing the Northpaws 1-0. Drew Alba here on the mic. Aiden Rady rolling on the hill. Has given up the one earned run off of 2 base hits in the second inning. Does have 3 strikeouts to his name. Ethan Kodama steps in for the first time in the 9 hole, the center fielder. Takes a couple of practice swings with a sweet, all classic bat, finished with bright wood as the pitch hits the outside third, 0-1. Kodama from California, University of California, Berkeley, originally from West Hills, California. The incoming sophomore faces the 0-1 pitch. Another one scrapes the lower outside corner, 0-2. Here to Kodama. The pitch. A roller over towards third. Landon Young can't field it on the dirt. Tries to make the throw to first base, but a pump fake, no throw, and an E5 reaches Kodama. Lineup turns around. Elijah Clayton steps in. Landon Young leads the team with now his 9th error in the field. Second place, Johnny Backus with 3. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Elijah Clayton struck out his last time up in the top of the first inning. Throw goes over to first base, diving back safely. Well, nobody out. Already threatening Ethan Kodama. Taking a hearty lead at first. The 0-1. Waved and missed. 0-2. Slider runs off the plate. Kodama chases. The 0-2. Fastball up and in at the head. Ducking back Elijah Clayton. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Aiden Rady throws a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball running in opposite directions. One in at the hands, one outside toward the other batter's box, along with the splitter and a slider as the 1-2. This time it's a fastball in at the hands, fouled back. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rady, originally from Steilacoom, went to Steilacoom High School over in Western Washington. He was the 2A Washington All-State Team pitcher. Throw goes over to first. Kern applies the tag. No dice. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the top of the third, nobody out. Sweets trail 1-0 here against the Northpaws. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rady nods his head, and it's another K. Make that number 4 for Aiden Rady as Clayton goes down for the second time today here in the third frame. 1 out. Sweets still trail 1-0, and it brings up Connor Clark. Flew out to center field in his first time up. Rady leans in and gets the sign. The pitch, runner goes, fouled back. Kodama has to walk all the way back over to first base. Kodama, 3 stolen bases on the year as the throw goes over to first. Kern applies the tag on the backside of Kodama, but he gets back in enough time. One out. No balls, 1 strike. Rady, the pitch. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Estabrook loses the ball in the dirt. And in without a throw, Kodama. Count moves to 0-2 with a runner now on second base. His fourth steal of the year. Here to Clark. Behind 0-2. The pitch. Make that number 5. Another K. Rady works the off-speed pitch. And Connor Clark goes down swinging for out number 2. Back-to-back Ks.
Shortstop number 3, Drew Schmidt.
Brings up Drew Schmidt. Hitting .364 in 22 at-bats. 8 hits on the year. Rady swivels to second, now throws to first base. Scorched out to left field on a bounce, coming up with the ball, Skull to Ferry. He throws in enough time to keep Kodama at third base. Schmidt keeps the inning alive. Runners now at the corners with 2 outs, and it brings up Joey Rico.
Designated hitter number 21, Joey Rico.
Rico, 5 RBI on the year, an opportunity to make that 6, potentially 7, with a well-struck ball out to the gap. Runners on first and third, Schmidt at first, Kodama at third base. Rady leans in and gets the sign. A big spot here. Sweets already trailing 1-0. The first offering, other batter's box for ball number 1. 1-0. Set at the belt. Rady's 1-0 pitch. Just a little bit low for ball 2. Wind is howling out towards left center field, just waiting for someone to give that baseball a ride. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. The 2-0 fouled back. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rady's biggest test of the day so far. Gave up a run in the second inning. That was with just 1 out. Here with 2 outs. Behind 2 balls and 1 strike to the 4-hole hitter, Joey Rico. Struck out his last time up. Faces the 2-1. Misses downstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count here to Rico. Jared Hall on deck. He singled his last time up. 2 outs. Stretch and a deal. Hard hit ball right back up the middle, gets through. Rogers comes up with it, and stepping on home plate, Kodama to give the Northpaws a 2-0 lead. Throws go from third to first base, trying to catch Schmidt napping. Can't do it as Drew Schmidt reaches third. And Rico's at first base, and the Northpaws now double their lead. 2-0. Rady scrapes his white cleats into the dirt. Prepared to face Jared Hall with the exact same situation. The Northpaws now just with another run. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. The first pitch. Spiked in the dirt. Estabrook keeps it in front of him. Fakes a throw to second base. and gives it back to Rady. Sliding into second, Joey Rico without a throw, and there's 2 in scoring position. Well, this feels like a big moment on a Tuesday afternoon to open up the homestand here against the Northpaws. Already down 2-0, 2 on, the 1-0. Lined left field, Scaldaferri makes the play on the run for out 3. Northpaws leave 2 on in the third frame. We enter the home half. Sweets trail 2-0. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Home half here in the third inning. Sweets trail the Northpaws 2-0. Kamloops put up a run in the third frame. An RBI from DH Joey Rico. Scorched out towards left center field, scores 1. Back in the second frame, the 5-hole hitter Jared Hall gets it done. Sweets still have not had a runner in scoring position. Just 1 hit on the day, an infield single from Tanner Kern back in the first. Cole Rogers steps in for the first time today. The 9-hole hitter faces the first pitch. Right down Main Street, 0-1. Off speed from Sheen, who's dealing 4 strikeouts on the day through 2 innings. The pitch. Poked out towards right field, sailing into foul territory, and it hits the concourse. The ball rattles into the all-blue bleachers as a few kids run and get the baseball. And little man in the orange tank top, he wins a free souvenir. Rogers waves his all-black bat a few times, faces the first pitch on the way. And a big swing and a miss. 0-2. Rather, that was strike 3, so a K from Rogers. Swinging, and it brings up Trevor T. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and Rogers goes down. 5 strikeouts for Sheen. Brings up Trevor T. Faces the first pitch, outside ball 1. 1-0 here to T. He digs his cleats back in. Struck out looking his last time up. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Sheen comes set, kicks and deals. That hits the top for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. T swinging a hot bat. He really has been swinging a hot bat since he joined the Sweets. As the 2-1 pitch is a little bouncer over towards third. Starts in foul territory, ends in foul territory. Kamloops to 2 balls and 2 strikes. T hitting .310 on the year. One of 8 Sweets hitting .300 or better. The 2-2. Just gets a piece of it off the end of his bat. Stays right there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. T, 13 hits on the year. 2 of them doubles, 2 homers. The 2-2. Well away for ball 3. McDonald slides over and makes the stop. Nobody on, of course, so nowhere for runners to go. That is definitely inherently implied. Nope, there's no such thing as ghost runners in real baseball. The 3-2. Outside ball 4. T swings his bat and takes 90 feet. Now, ghost runners were all the rage back in the day for me and some of my friends. Shout out Levi Coover here in the ballpark. We would play games against each other, full baseball games, but of course it was just me and him. So he'd pitch, I'd hit, and then we'd switch. And if it's a ground ball to short, we just assume it's an out. As Troy Sanders steps in, faces the first offering. Off-speed misses high, 1-0. Then when a base hit inevitably did get collected, there'd be a runner on first base, but as the throw goes over to first, T slides back safely. We don't have any runners to play in the base paths, so there'd be ghost runners. I was a pretty good wiffle ball player back in the day. I'd scorch it out towards the trampoline in left center, my favorite spot, scoring a couple runs from second and third all the way. The next pitch hits the top of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sanders struck out looking his last time up. Counts even up, a ball and a strike. The pitch on the way. Line drive left field, gets down. Connor Clark comes up with the baseball. T rolls up to second base. Throw comes in, and there's 2 on for Tanner Kern. Mason Sheen, first time he faces a runner in scoring position. Here at the heart of the lineup, Tanner Kern hitting .340 on the year. In his last 3 games, Kern just 1 hit. He started the season in his first 4 games, 10 hits. The first offering to Kern, just off the end of the bat. 0-1. Kern in the transfer portal from Sacramento State University. Didn't play last year with the Hornets. Trying to find a new home with 1 out. The righties deal on 0-1. A hard roller over towards second. The throw goes to second for 1. Scaldaferri breaks up the double play. Hornbeck squeezes the glove, and it's out number 2. Runners on the corners now.
The designated hitter number 23, Da Petit.
It was a close play at second base as Hornbeck came up with the ball, but did get beat by a half step. Brings up Dom Cadiz, lined out to right his first time up with 2 on. The first pitch to Cadiz, popped up sky high, meanders into foul territory, hits the concourse, spirals and goes over the facade in the broadcast booth. 0-1. Cadiz takes a moment to breathe and now swivels his bat and steps back in. Big chance for the Swedes, down 2-0. Bottom of the third. 2 outs. The 0-1. Fastball upstairs. 2-0. 1 ball and 1 strike, rather. The 1-1 on the way to Cadiz. Line drive left field, gets down. T strolls home, and the Sweets now trail the Northpaws 2-1. The bottom of the third, Cadiz not only keeps the line moving, scores T from third. Kern moves over to second base, and it brings up Billy Scaldaferri. Cadiz some sort of hot right now. Second in the West Coast League in batting average. Hitting .432 on the year, 3 home runs. just absolutely killing the baseball. Won player of the game not once but twice in the 3-game set against the Black Bears. Scaldaferri won player of the game the other time. He steps in. The first pitch from Sheen, down the pipe, 0-1. Sweets still threatening. Kern at second, Cadiz at first. The 0-1. Skied high, shallow left center field, moving under it, Schmidt. He makes the play in the sunlight for out number 3. The Sweets leave 2 on, but do score 1 run. Dom Cadiz gets it done once again, and the Sweets trail the Northpaws 2-1. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
To the top of the 4th we go. The Northpaws lead cut in half, now up 2-1 over the Sweets after Dom Cadiz sends a ball out towards right field. Scores T from third base, and it's a 2-1 ball game. In steps up Matthew McDonald, the catcher for the Northpaws. Laid down a sacrifice bunt, got Hall over to second base back in the 2nd inning. Went around to score the first run of the game with all bright blue batting gloves. Taps his black helmet a few times and leans in. The first pitch on the way, popped up, shallow left field. Scaldaferri moves under it, makes the play, and it's out 1 on the first pitch of the top of the 4th. Tanner Hornback steps in, an RBI single back in the 2nd frame. It was Hornback's first AB with the Northpaws. The righties deal. Just misses high, ball 1. A curveball that almost dripped into the zone. 1 ball and no strikes. Brady gets the sign from Estabrook in his motion, and the 1-0 line drive left field gets down. Scaldaferri comes up with the baseball, strolling into first base. Hornback. And it's a 1-out single. That brings up Sedekasi.
The third baseman, number 2, Anthony Sedekasi.
Sedekasi hitting .310 on the year. 10 strikeouts in 29 ABs. A hearty strikeout rate. Just around 30% as the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Fans continue to trickle in here on a beautiful Tuesday night in Walla Walla, Washington. Blue skies, a slight breeze out towards left field, high 70 degrees. Here in mid-June in Walla Walla, that's about all you can hope for. The 0-1. Curveball misses downstairs. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty good showing. Just under 1,000 on hand here at Borleski. Hornback takes his lead at first base. The throw goes over to first. He dives back safely. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Top of the 4th inning, Sweets trail 2-1 here against the Northpaws. Brady comes set, and the pitch out in front of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A changeup speeds up Sedekasi. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ethan Kodema on deck. He singled his last time up. With 1 out, a hearty lead at first for Hornback. Runner goes, pitch misses low in the dirt. Estabrook can't keep it in front of him, and strolling over to second base, Hornback without a throw. Already the second steal of the day for the Northpaws, who lead the West Coast League in stolen bases. That was the 68th as a team. In second place, Corvallis with 35. That's just around half of what Kamloops has. And that's second, the 2-2. A little dribbler right back up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. Sanders, no play as he scoops the baseball up with his left leather. Sedekasi flying down the line. And runners on the corners for Kodema.
The center fielder, number 6, Ethan Kodama.
Not how you draw it up, but Sedekasi gets over to first on an infield single. And the 9-hole hitter, Kodama, who singled his last time up, enters the fray. Runners on the corners. Sweets playing in double play depth with short and second pinching towards the bag. The first pitch, inside outside scorcher down left field line into foul territory. 0-1. Now just for comparison, Walla Walla has 18 steals on the year. Kamloops 68. Averaging just around 6 steals a game with 1 out, the 0-1. A little blooper over the left field line gets past Young at third and it scores 1 more, touching home. Hornback, and just like that, the Northpaws erase anything the Sweets did in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now up 3-1, still 2 on.
The right fielder, number 44, Elijah Whitehead.
3 straight singles. Turns over the lineup to Elijah Clayton. Struck out twice. Once in the 1st, once in the 3rd. The pitch hits the outside corner on the lower half, 0-1. Hornback, a nice line drive to left. Then it was Sedekasi, an infield single, and Kodema, an opposite field blooper that just got over Young at third. The 0-1. This one's hit hard on the ground. Over to short, on to second for 1. To first in time, double play. A tailor-made 6-4-3 gets the Sweets out of a jam. Kamloops does put 1 across. We reach the bottom of the 4th inning. Walla Walla trails Kamloops 3-1. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
To the top of the 4th inning we go. Sweets trail the Northpaws 3-1 here at Borleski Ballpark. A beautiful bluebird day. Slight breeze out towards left center field as fans continuously stream in, even here at the 4th inning. Some latecomers, but hey, anyone's welcome to the ballpark at any inning. Northpaws put 1 across in the top of the 4th frame. A couple of bloop singles gets the job done. Brings up Owen Estabrook. The first pitch off the end of the bat, a bouncing ball that hits the dugout on the right side, 0-1. Estabrook walked his last time up, back in the second frame. Sheen comes set at the chest. The righties deal. Line drive, a one-hopper that's scorched from Schmidt. The throw goes to first base in time, out number 1. Estabrook hits it hard, doesn't get rewarded. And it brings up Landon Young. Young struck out looking his last time up. Nathan Sheen on the hill, absolutely dealing. The first pitch on the way to Young runs outside, 1-0. 5 strikeouts on the day for Sheen, giving up just the 1 earned run. The 1-0. A hair outside. Landon Young gets rewarded for a good eye and patience, 2-0. You see a lot of times early on in the season, guys who haven't played a lot, they're jumping on pitches, 3 balls with outside the zone. As the 2-0 to Young popped up sky high, a rainmaker to right field, rolling under it. Clayton, he makes the play on a slight jog for out number 2. Brings up Johnny Backus with 2 outs.
Right fielder number 25, Johnny Backus.
Backus struck out his last time up. The first pitch on the way. Check swing, did he go? He did not. 1-0 here to Backus. Hit an 080 on the year with 18 strikeouts. Trying to find his footing. Facing the 1-0. Curveball misses up high, ball 2. Well, it's 2 balls and no strikes. Sweets trail the Kamloops 3-1 here in the 4th frame. Line drive left field, a jump and a catch from Drew Schmidt, the shortstop. Climbs the ladder for out 3, and Backus goes down on a hard piece of hitting. To the top of the 5th inning we go. This game is just cruising. Only an hour of game time. We're almost halfway through this ball game. Sweets trail 3-1 here against the Northpaws, and we'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
To the top of the 5th inning we go. Sweets trail the Northpaws 3-1. Still out there on the hill, Aiden Rady for the Sweets. Brings up Connor Clark, 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging his last time up. The righty bat waves his all-black bat around a few times. Rady shakes off a couple signs. Now comes set. The first pitch, chopped, third base side into foul territory, 0-1. Clark hitting .353 on the year. The 0-1. A roller over towards third. Young comes up with it. Throw to first base. Beats him by a step or two for out number 1. Brings up the shortstop, Drew Schmidt. Schmidt 1 for 2 on the day. A single in the third frame. The first pitch from Rady. Looked at, hits the outside black. 0-1. Schmidt goes to Texas Tyler University. Over in, you guessed it, Texas, the 0-1. Right through it, 0-2. Initially from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Goes to school in Texas, and now in Canada and Washington, Oregon, the West Coast League for summer ball, making it all the way around the map. The 0-2, a hard hit grounder over towards third. Landon Young keeps it in front of him, can't glove it, and it's an infield single for Drew Schmidt. Brings up Joey Rico, the DH, 1 for 2 on the day. A single his last time up. Schmidt from all around the country, and now one more travel destination, first base. He takes his lead. Rico, the lefty bat, faces the righty's first offering. Out in front of it, 0-1. Pulls out the chair. He threw a couple straight fastballs to Schmidt. Rico on deck says, okay, I'm going to be waiting for the heater. Then you throw the changeup. 1 out, the throw goes to first base. Tag applied. Back safely. Rico with a staggered stance, all gray pants, faces the 0-1 on the way, hits the outside black, 0-2 with 1 out. One out. Set at the belt. The 0-2 on the way. Line drive left field, foul territory. It bangs off the Edwards Moore clubhouse out in left field. We'll do it again, 0-2. Schmidt at first. He takes his lead. The throw goes over to first base. Tanner Kern, an impressive dig with the backhand play. Saves Schmidt from going over to second base. The pitch on the way, runner goes, misses outside, the throw goes over to second base, tag applied, he got him. Estabrook throws a frozen rope out towards second. Covering on the play, Troy Sanders. Beats Schmidt by, half second at least. And there's 2 outs here to Joey Rico. The base is now empty. Rady all of a sudden 1 strike away from ending the inning. Misses low. Have to wait at least 1 more. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Set at the belt. Stretching the deal. Hard hit ball. Straightaway center. Running up with it. Cole Rogers makes the play on the run for out number 3. Sweets still trail the Northpaws 3-1. We enter the bottom of the 5th inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
To the bottom of the 5th inning we go, and not much has changed here at Borleski. Same pitcher out there on the hill, Mason Sheen, in his 5th inning. And the same scoreline, Sweets trail 3-1. The first pitch to Rogers, a chopper over towards third. Sedekasi fields at the chute tops, throws across the diamond in time for out number 1. Rogers 0 for 2 on the day now, and it brings up Trevor T.
Baseman number 31, Trevor T.
T walked his last time up in the 3rd frame. Went around to score the Sweets' only run of the ball game. Struck out looking back in the 1st. Sheen's been mighty impressive out there on the hill. 5 strikeouts. The first pitch on the way to T. A roller over towards third base. Sedekasi getting some easy work. Across the diamond, out 2. Well, it's a fielding drill for Sedekasi at third. 2 pitches, 2 grounders to third base, a relatively easy degree of difficulty. And just like that, 2 are retired. If you ask me, from an outside perspective, but from a guy that knows baseball, what's the best way to get a pitcher off the mound quickly? It's definitely not in the 5th inning when his pitch count is starting to get up there. Give him 2 outs in 2 pitches. A quick conversation between Leo Rivera, the third base coach for the Sweets, and Troy Sanders taking place at the grass down the third base line. Rivera gives him a fist bump, and Troy Sanders is going to step back in. Takes a couple of practice hacks. Hopefully it's a strategic thing and not a, "Coach, my hip hurts," or something like that. He looks fine as he steps back in the righty bat. Sheen comes set at the belt. The first offering, scorched up the middle. It gets through the gap. Kodema comes up with the baseball, and Troy Sanders keeps the inning alive with a 2-out single on the very first pitch of the at-bat. 3 pitches and 3 results. The first 2, a grounder to third base from Trevor T. and Cole Rogers. On the 3rd pitch, Troy Sanders singles up the middle. Brings up Tanner Kern with 2 outs. Runner on first. Sweets trail 3-1, bottom of the 5th. The first pitch on the way misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Kern 1 for 2 on the day, an infield single in the first frame. The 1-0. Popped up center field. Ranging back Schmidt, called off by Clark. He makes the play in the sunlight out in shallow left center field, and that will do it. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Sweets on top, or Sweets trail 3-1. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Now pitching for the Swedes, from Seattle University, number 12, Walla.
We reached the top of the 6th inning and a new pitcher out there on the hill for the Swedes. Right-handed arm Isaac Hullum. Aiden Rady's day is done. 3 earned runs through 5 frames. 5 strikeouts for Rady. So he gets the quality start, and it brings in Jared Hall, the first baseman lefty bat. The first pitch on the way. Popped up left field. Going to be a tough play for Scaldaferri on a sprint in foul territory. Makes the play for out 1 right at the chalk. And it's a 1-pitch first out.
The catcher, number 23.
Brings up Matthew McDonald, the catcher. Isaac Hullum out of Seattle University. Has a low 90s fastball, really relies on that heater. And Issaquah, Washington on the west side. First offering. Roped out towards right field. This is hit high into the air, into foul territory. That was absolutely crushed. Kamloops 0-1. So he taps his bat a few times on home plate. McDonald, with his bright blue batting gloves, waves his black bat behind his head. The next pitch misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sweet Lou saying hi to some passerbyers out in the right concourse. But what a mascot. I mean, I just love Sweet Lou. Who doesn't? The 1-1. Can of corn out towards left center field. Ranging back and making the play, Scaldaferri, and it's out number 2. I said can of corn, maybe not so easy. Scaldaferri does make the play on a slight run, and either way, it's out 2. The second out to Scaldaferri. First he runs into foul territory, that time into the sun out in left center field. Brings up Tanner Hornback, 2 for 2 on the day. 2 hits with the Kamloops Northpaws in his first game. The pitch. Lofted out towards right field. Backus moves under it. Instead, it's second baseman Trevor T that makes the play for out 3. And that was a quick 1-2-3. Isaac Hullum forces 3 flyouts. And we head to the bottom of the 6th frame. Sweets got to get the bats going, down 3-1. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
To the top of the 6th inning. Rather, to the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Sweets trail the Northpaws 3-1. A really quick top of the 6th and bottom of the 5th inning. Combined less than 20 pitches thrown in that frame. Still out there on the hill, Mason Sheen. 5 strikeouts, hasn't gotten a K since the 3rd inning. It hasn't worried about how he's performed out on the hill. Allowed just the 1 run back in the 3rd frame. Trevor T scores on a base hit from Dom Cadiz. And speaking of, Cadiz steps in. The righty bat faces the first offering on the way, and it's a swing and a miss, 0-1. Cadiz was thinking heater, instead gets caught with the slider off the plate. 1 for 2 on the day, lined out to first back in the 1st inning. Kick and a deal. Fouled back, and Cadiz in an 0-2 hole. He shakes it off, takes a couple of practice swings. Dom Cadiz hitting a ridiculous, get this, 432 on the year. 2nd best in the West Coast League, the 0-2. That time he goes down swinging. Cadiz strikes out for out number 1. Brings up Billy Scaldaferri.
Left fielder number 6, Billy Scaldaferri.
Just Dom Cadiz's 5th strikeout of the year as the first pitch misses. No, it hits the outside third, 0-1. Scaldaferri, victim of 2 flyouts in this ball game, 0 for 2. The 0-1. Chopped, 3rd base side, foul. Sheen's been getting ahead of hitters all night long. You see it against Cadiz, and now you see it once again against Scaldaferri. Behind 0-2, the pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. Slider runs off the plate, and just when I said Sheen hasn't gotten a strikeout in 2 innings, he comes in the 6th frame, goes back-to-back Ks, and it brings up Owen Estabrook. Man, Sheen is dealing. Walla Walla scraped across their 1 run in the 3rd frame. A couple of singles and a walk from Trevor T got the job done. Since then, not even a single hit from the Sweets. The pitch. Catches the outside black, 0-1. Estabrook over 1 on the day. He walked back in the 2nd frame. The 0-1. Fly back behind the netting. 0-2. Sheen leans in with 2 outs. Once again ahead 0-2, this time to Estabrook. The pitch. And the result is the exact same. A curveball that hits the inner third. And it's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Fans the side. Sheen acting confident. He should be. Through 6 frames, the Sweets put just 1 up. We'll see if Sheen comes back in the 7th. Speaking of, we reach the top of the 7th inning. Sweets trail 3-1 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Top of the 7th we go, and really not much has changed here in Borleski, except for a new pitcher out there on the hill, the righty from Sacramento State, Dylan Torres. But the score line the same, 3-1. Sweets trail the Northpaws. Sun continues to set behind the right field bleachers, now about 80% of the field in complete shade out towards center field. Some sunlight still glaring into the eyes of Cole Rogers. Torres, the incoming redshirt sophomore, steps on the mound and faces Sedekasi. 1 for 2 on the day, singled in the 4th frame, struck out back in the 2nd. He comes set, and the first pitch from Torres, right down Main Street, 0-1. Gets the sign. The righty's deal on 0-1 turns into an 0-2 count. Changeup down the heart of the plate. Torres, in 3 innings pitched against Ridgefield, his first and only appearance with the Sweets, gives up 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, just the 1 hit as well. Torres 6'2" out there on the hill. Does a good job at lengthening his stride all the way to home plate. Low 90s fastball. Stepping back in, Sedekasi, as Torres comes set at the belt. The stretch and the deal. Flied out towards right field. Backus gives chase. It's tailing into foul territory. Hits the bullpen in foul territory. Backus can't make the play. So we'll do it again, 0-2. Sweets trail 3-1. Here in the top of the 7th. A nice showing on deck here at Borleski for a Tuesday night. Fans are everywhere. The 0-2. Got him looking outside part of the plate. Dylan Torres fans his first. Brings up Ethan Kodama.
The center fielder, number 6, Ethan Kodama.
Kodama's hit it in the 9-hole. 2 for 2. Caught stealing second his last time up. The lefty bat faces the first offering on the way from Torres. And it's an inside-outside lofted ball out towards left field. Goes over the netting into foul territory. 0-1. The 0-1. A hair upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Torres, set. The 1-1, shows bunt, gets it down the third base side, rides the chalk, and goes into foul territory. Landon Young scoops it up. Evens up 1 ball and 2 strikes. Interesting there from Sedekasi, after not showing bunt the first 2 pitches, on 1-1 decides to go for it. just about perfect. A few more inches towards fair play, and that's an easy single. Not even a throw from Landon Young. Torres ahead 1-2. Sweets trail 3-1. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Torres comes set, and the delivery misses up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Torres on 2-2. The pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Count runs full. Fastball misses just downstairs. And Kodama just holds up his bat. Well, the count runs full. Looking for his second strikeout in 2 appearances. The pitch fouled back. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wind waving out towards left field, as you can see all 50 stars and 13 stripes out in center. American flag waving high in the air, plastered on a bright blue sky. The 3-2 pitch runs inside at the ankles. Torres lets him off the hook, ahead 1-2. All of a sudden, a runner on first base with 1 out, and the lineup turns around as Elijah Clayton steps in. Clayton's have a rough day here at Borleski. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts in the first and third frames, and the kicker, a double play in the 4th. The leadoff bat hitting over 300 on the year. The first pitch, this one slapped on the ground over to second base. Sanders goes to second for 1, on to first, double play. Taylor made a 6-4-3. Just like that, Sweets get out of it in the top of the 7th inning. We hit the 7th inning stretch. Sweets on top. Sweets trail 3-1 rather. We'll be back right after this. Taking out to the ball game, courtesy of Borleski Stadium.
You got it. This is the last call for alcohol this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I need to announce its last call.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Landon Young steps in here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Still out there on the hill, Mason Sheen. The first pitch to Young, waved and missed. 0-1. Sheen is rolling. Struck out the side in the 6th frame. Dom Cadiz, Scaldeferi, and Estabrook go down. The 0-1 on the way. Crisscrosses the basement of the zone. Young in an early 0-2 hole. 8 strikeouts on the day for Sheen, allows just the 1 earned run up until this point. Young trying to change that, 0-2 on the way. Instead, he waves through it. Ball gets lost in the dirt. McDonald scoops it up, throws to first base in time. Out number 1, strikeout number 9. 4th straight for Mason Sheen. Brings up Johnny Backus. Sweets trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the 7th frame. Nobody on. Sheen comes set at the chest. Gets the sign from McDonald, and the righty's deal scrapes the outside edge, 0-1. Sheen has had everything working. The fastball riding up, the slider in at the ankles of batters, changing eye levels, the 0-1. This one does run inside at the ankles, a fastball for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Backus over 2 on the day, lined out in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd frame. The 1-1, waved and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Backus scrapes his cleats against the dirt a few times and steps back in. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch on the way. Downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cole Rogers on deck. 0-2 on the day. Here with 1 out, nobody on. Sheen, the 2-2. Chopped, first base side, runs foul. Backus steps back in. Sheen quickly nods his head and comes set. The 2-2 on the way, well inside. Backus almost gets hit. From 1-2, now 3 balls and 2 strikes as Backus watches a few pitches. 1 out, full count. The payoff pitch on the way. Line drive left field right at Sedekasi. Doesn't have to move, and it's out 2. Backus lines out in back-to-back ABs. And it brings up Cole Rogers. Rogers, the righty bat, steps in with the all-black bat behind his shoulder as the first pitch hits the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Sheen working with a ferocious pace, already set at the chest. The 0-1 on the way. Inside, outside, pop fly, right field, into the bleachers. Strike 2. Sheen has not gotten behind in a count after the first few pitches in what feels like forever. Everything is 0-2, 1-2, 0-1, etc. to these batters. With 2 outs, the 0-2 on the way. Just gets a piece of it, dribbles down the first base line. A few feet to the right of the chalk. So we'll do it again. Rogers trying to get on base any way he can. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sweets running out of opportunities. Down 3-1. 2 outs, the 0-2 on the way. A hard shot on the ground. Schmidt fields and fires to first base, beats Rogers, and it's out 3. What's new? A 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th inning. We hit the top of the 8th. Sweets trail the Northpaws 3-1. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
To the top of the 8th inning we go. Scoreline unchanged. Walla Walla trails Kamloops 3-1. As the sun continues to set out behind the right field bleachers. Diamond in full shade. Winds now die down in straightaway center field. As Aiden Cube, the lefty pitcher from Biola University, steps out on the hill. Working with a two-seam fastball in the upper 80s. With a changeup and a slider as well. The first pitch on the way to Clark. It's the outside third, 0-1. Top of the 8th. Sweets have had an offensive drought. Struck out 8 times. The 0-1 from Cube tails well outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gets the sign from Estabrook. The 1-1. Down and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Clark 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out back in the 3rd frame, and his last time up, a ground out to Young at 3rd. Cube set at the belt, the 2-1. Parachuted out towards right field. Backus doesn't have to move, makes the play in straightaway right. Out 1. Aiden Cube in his 4th appearance with the Sweets. In 7 innings pitched, he's given up a couple of runs, a 3.85 ERA. Schmidt steps in and takes a pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Schmidt, couple of hits in his last couple of tries. 2 for 3 on the day. The 1-0. Well away, 2 balls and no strikes. Sweets very much in this ball game. A 3-1 lead for the Northpaws, and it feels a lot larger just because of how dormant the offense has been on the other side. Pitching been elite on both ends. The 2-0. Rocketed left field, gets down. Right in between Sanders and Young, and rolling in with a 1-out single. The man, Drew Schmidt. Brings up Joey Rico. Rico, the lefty bat. 1 for 3. Now a runner on first base and Schmidt. The pitch. Up and in. Almost clips his shoulder. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Chop. First base side over Kern and into foul territory. Some Baltimore chop into the ball and a strike. Set the belt. Takes a peek at first base with 1 out. The 1-1. Just misses a hair outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here with 1 out, the 2-1. Downstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. And Cube losing a little bit of command here to Rico. Double play depth for the Sweets. Schmidt at first. Walla Walla trails Kamloops 3-1. The lefties deal. Outside ball 4. A 5-pitch walk, and it brings up Jared Hall with 2 on. Sweets already down 2 here in the 8th inning. Can't afford to give up anything else. As Estabrook runs out and says hi to Cube. And the first mound visit of the game from either side. Manager Colby Waterlow trots out for the Sweets. Is going to talk it up with Cube. Colby, the pitcher's coach for Whitman College here in Walla Walla. A catcher back when he played in high school and college. No stranger to giving pep talks to pitchers, and he does just that. With his left hand, slaps Cube on the back, says, "Let's go get him, Tiger." 2 on with 1 out. You feel like if the Northpaws scrape across 1 or 2 runs, the ball game becomes a lot harder to come back. The hole just gets deeper. 2 runs, definitely manageable. It starts turning to 3, 4, 5. That's when it gets tough. The first pitch, up at the head, 1-0 here to Hall. Just missed the bill of his helmet. Takes a couple of practice swings. With 1 out. Cube goes over to second base, swivels, throws to second. High as T has to range up, snag it out of the air. One to 0 with 2 on. The pitch. Caught him looking. On the outside third, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind has completely died down out in center field as finally the bullpen is awoken out in right field. Kamloops giving someone a chase. The pitch runs inside. A curveball that almost curved its way into the zone. Instead, ahead 2-1, Jared Hall. Singled back in the second frame. Since then, he's gone down twice. A line out and a fly out. The 2-1. Hard rocket over towards right field. Gets down right past T. Coming up with the ball, Backus. He throws it all the way home. Trailing around third and getting in safely with a slide. Drew Schmidt. Northpaws tack on another one. Now up 4-1 over the Sweets. Brings up Matthew McDonald. Rico over at second base. Schmidt with wheels. Turns the corner around third with no hesitation. Backus gets the ball up quickly. A good arm and right, just not enough. In the motion. And the pitch to McDonald. A weak roller over towards third. Off his foot, though. So the count moves to 0-1. I can't hit off another body part before entering the field of play. Considered a foul ball. With 1 out. Cube leans in. Sweets now down by 3. The pitch. Looked at away. Estabrook thinking about a back pick to first. Instead, he holds it in his glove. Opening game of the series slipping away here for the Sweets. Down 4-1 in the top of the 8th. Throw goes over to second base. Back in plenty of time, Joey Rico. He goes back with the slide. Could have just walked back and touched the bag. Counts even, a ball and a strike here to McDonald. The pitch. Parachuted out towards shallow right field. Curran, the first baseman, ranges, makes the play, and it's out 2.
The second baseman, number 25, Tanner Hornback.
Hornback steps in. in his first game with the Northpaws. 2 for 3 on the day. With 2 on, the first pitch from Cube smoked right field over the netting and hits the very top left corner of the bleachers out behind the right field line. This is just a gorgeous day. Bluebird, no wind, mid 70 degrees day. On a Tuesday night, Walla Walla has come out and supported the second place in the South Division Suites with 2 outs. The 0-1 on the way. Fouled back 0-2. The Mariners ahead 8-0 over the Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cal Raleigh does it again. A grand slam. And MLB leading 27th home run. The 0-2. Waved and missed. Lost in the dirt as Estabrook throws over to first base, and it's a swinging strike number 3. The Northpaws don't get it done in bunches. They tack on one more, though. We reach the bottom of the 8th inning. Walla Walla, no other chance to strike. It's time, offense. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Suites Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Suites fans. Show us your Walla Walla Suites ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Suites. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
To the bottom of the 8th inning we go, and finally a change on the mound for the Northpaws. Taking over for Mason Sheen, Caden Douglas Plouffe out of Okanagan College. The first pitch on the way to tee misses downstairs, 1-0. A mighty impressive line for Sheen. He ends the day with 8 strikeouts through 7 innings, gives up just 1 earned. In the motion, the 1-0 tanked out towards left field, down right in front of Clark and left. And Trevor T opens the bottom of the 8th with a single. A Walla Walla offense that has been shut down by Mason Sheen now finally gets another chance. Douglas Plouffe on 2 pitches gives up a single, and it brings up Troy Sanders. The pitch popped up sky high, moving under at McDonald, and it goes into the concourse right behind home plate for the first strike. Now I say shut down, but Sanders has been a shining light in the offense, even against Sheen. 2 for 3 on the day, a single in the 3rd and the 5th inning. Here in the bottom of the 8th, the 0-1. Right down the middle, an off-speed pitch that drips into the zone. Sanders has to battle. T takes his lead at first base. Sweets trail 4-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. The 0-2. Hard shot on the ground. Coming up with the ball, Setakasi goes to second. A jump throw to first. Not in time. T gets over to second base. Does get beat. That's 1 out. Sanders was flying down the line. Well, with 1 out, it brings up Tanner Kern. Just 1 hit in the series against Kamloops. Today, 1 for 3. The first pitch, wave and a miss, 0-1. Kern started out the year winning West Coast League Player of the Week, hitting near 500. As the 0-1 curveball dances and hits the heart for 0-2. Since then, I don't want to say struggled. Still hitting over 300 on the year. Just hasn't been that same hot bat. The 0-2 misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. With 1 out, it feels like this would be the moment for the Sweets to strike. Heart of the lineup, the 3-hole hitter. 1-2 to Kern. A weak poker on the ground, goes to second for 1. On to first. Got him. Kern grounds out into a double play. Momentum gone. We reach the top of the 9th inning. Sweets trail 4-1. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
The top of the 9th we go. Kamloops up 4-1 over Walla Walla. Staying out there on the hill, Aiden Cube, the lefty arm, gave up 1 run in the 8th frame. The story of this one has just been domination from the Kamloops pitching staff. Mason Sheen starts out, goes 7 innings, gives up just 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. Shut down this Walla Walla offense entirely. That is ranked near the top in the West Coast League in almost every offensive statistic category. Well, the first pitch on the way to Setakasi. Fouled back, 0-1. Waves his bat a few times. He's 1 for 3 on the day. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Got his lone single in the 4th, and in the 7th frame, struck out looking. Cube set at the belt. The 1-1. Outside ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Sweets have not dropped an opening game in a series here at home this season. 2-0, the 2-1. Up and away, 3 balls and 1 strike. In fact, the Sweets 5-1 at home going into this ball game. Hitters count here to Setakasi. Cube deals. Misses upstairs, ball 4. With nobody out, a 5-pitch walk. The 9-hole hitter, Ethan Kodama, steps in.
The center fielder, number 6, Ethan Kodama.
Kodama is having himself a day. 3 for 3. All singles. It's been a tough out. The lefties deal. Curveball dances and clips to the top of the zone, 0-1. A good old-fashioned get-me-over curveball. Lineup turns around on deck. Elijah Clayton, Connor Clark, Drew Schmidt. Heart of the lineup for the Northpaws. Already up 4-1, the 0-1. On the ground, left side through the gap. A slow roller into Scalaferri's glove in left field. And it's another base hit for Kodama. 4 hits on the day. It's been the bottom of the lineup that's got it done all game long for the Northpaws. Elijah Clayton steps in, 0 for 3. There hasn't been that one blow-up inning that the Northpaws have taken advantage of. It's been 1 run here, 1 run there. The first pitch shows bunt, pulls away. Inside heater, 1-0. Capitalize on one mistake. We'll lay a bunt down, not try to do too much. Maybe get lucky with a bouncer to third and an infield base hit. It's been making their own luck all game long as the Sweets on the other side offensively just hasn't got it going. Quick meeting out there on the mound between Landon Young, third baseman Landon Young, talking it up with Cuban Estabrook. With 2 runners on, Young maybe talking some strategy about potential throw over to third base. Clayton showing bunt. Might potentially be trying to draw in Young from third and then get an easy steal from second. Manager Colby Waterlow now trots out. He's going to take the ball from Aiden Cube, and Jacob Talbot's going to run on and take over. A pitching change as Cube leaves 2 on. Talbot trying to clean up the mess. Here in the top of the 9th inning, Sweets trail the Northpaws 4-1. We'll take a quick break. Be back on the other side.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, 1 glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Jacob Talbot. With runners on first and second, the first pitch, a curveball, misses up and inside here to Elijah Clayton, the leadoff bat. Two-0. The pitch. Popped up behind home plate into foul territory. 2 balls and 1 strike. Talbot, the two-way player, we saw him out at second base on Saturday and Sunday's ball games. A 7.7 ERA. 6 strikeouts in 7 innings pitched. The 2-1. This one is way above his head. Can't grip the curve. And a hitter's count to Clayton. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Flied high to right field. Into foul territory. Clambers against the top of the bleachers. Count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. This ball game not over yet, but we're getting there. Sweets down by 3, 4-1. Still plenty of opportunities for a Sweets offense to work with, but every run the Sweets give up, that much harder. The 3-1, runners go. Throw goes over to third base, in safely. Elijah Clayton slides into third. Prompts manager Colby Waddle to go out and have a talk. Sliding in safely to third base. Cassie. Elijah Clayton goes down looking, so there's 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Rodman goes over to second base. So there's 2 on in runner scoring position. Prompts a conversation between field umpire and home plate umpire David Richardson and Taylor Parsons. And they're going to stick with the call in the field. Fans here at the ballpark are prompting manager Colby Waddlow onto the field saying, go get him. Sometimes these C managers intentionally get thrown out of the game to give their team some spark. Not one of those moments. Infield playing in, the first pitch on the way, hits the outside third. 0-1. Connor Clark 0 for 4 on the day, hitting in the number 2 spot. The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Connor Clark came into today's game batting .353. 0 for 4. 1 pitch away from going 0 for 5. With 1 out, runners on second and third, Sweets trail by 3. Top of the 9th, the pitch. Poked right field, slicing into foul territory. We'll do it again, 0-2. Talbot's off-speed pitch just hung up there long enough. Connor Clark steps back in. He waves his bat a few times. With 1 out, the 0-2. Up and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sweets trail by 3. 2 on. Talbot's 1-2 in the dirt. Estabrook keeps it in front of him. Two balls and 2 strikes as Talbot gets the sign from Estabrook. Searching for his second K, the pitch. Chopped over towards second. Sanders snags it out of the air, throws to first base in time. Out 2. That was over to the shortstop, Sanders. So no force play, still 2 runners in scoring position. Brings up Drew Schmidt. Sanders, such a sure defender out there at short. With 2 on, 2 outs, the pitch. Down and away, 1-0. Connor Clark 0 for 5 now. Drew Schmidt on the other side, 3 for 4. Steps in ahead 1-0. The next offering, Scorch left side, gets past Young at third. Coming up with the baseball, Scaldaferri. 1 run scores, and another comes across. The base is empty, 2 come in, and the Swedes now trail 6-1 here against the Northpaws in the 9th inning.
The designated hitter number 21, Joey Rico.
Schmidt just keeps hitting the baseball hard. His 4th hit of the day. A big one. 2 RBI insurance. Joey Rico steps in. The pitch on the way. Hard hit grounder, first base side. This one gets through as well. Backus comes up with the ball, rounding second and heading to third. Schmidt, the throw grows a little bit late. It just continues here in the 9th inning. Sweets are 1 out away from ending this top of the 9th. A 5-run ball game now. Both of those earned runs to Aiden Cube as Jacob Talbot comes into the frame, relieving him. Here with runners on the corners with 2 outs. The first pitch on the way. Catches the outside, 0-1. Jared Hall can do nothing but watch. Hall 2 for 4 on the day. He singled his last time up in the 8th. Talbot gets the sign. He likes it. Nods his head. The 0-1. Runner goes outside. Estabrook fakes to second base. Slide in without a throw. Rico's at second. Schmidt at third. I think Estabrook might have beat him with a throw to second base, but just a little bit too risky with a runner on third. That's why teams steal the pitch. Straight away, Rogers ranges back, makes the play for out 3. Northpaws, 2 more runs in the top of the 9th inning. The Sweets' chances getting slimmer and slimmer the more this ball game tails about. Last chance for Walla Walla, down 6-1. We enter the bottom of the 9th inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
To the bottom of the 9th we go. Sweets trail 6-1 here against the Northpaws. The first game of a 3-game set here in Walla Walla, as the Sweets are in dangerous territory. Won the first 2 opening games, and the home series is against Kamloops. And the week prior against the Ridgefield Raptors, now in danger of ending that streak. We'll need a miraculous 9th inning. A 2-run top of the 9th pads the lead further as Dom Cadiz steps in. The first pitch on the way runs up high, 1-0. Douglas Pluff stays out there on the hill. Mason Sheen just rolling through this lineup. That was the difference. The starter for Kamloops as the next pitch ballooned out towards shallow right center, ranging under at Hornback, makes the play out 1. Mason Sheen finishes his night 8 strikeouts through 7 innings. Since then, Douglas Pluff has faced the minimum. Brings up Billy Scaldaferri, 0 for 3 on the day. Couple of flyouts back in the 2nd and 3rd frames. A strikeout in the 6th. That's the first pitch. Misses downstairs, 1-0. Wind up and the pitch, up high. Sun has set behind the right field bleachers. The sky now a very pretty shade of blue, and it slowly gets more purple the closer you get to the horizon line, out towards left, center, and right. The 2-0 pitch. Another one that's popped up high in the air. Moving under at the catcher, McDonald makes the play as he falls to his knees, and the Sweets are down to their final out. All down to Owen Estabrook to keep the line moving. Some Sweets fans start to tail out. A lifeless offense. The story of this ball game for the Sweets. The first pitch, up and outside, gets past the catcher McDonald. 1-0. Now coming into this, the Sweets have been the exact opposite of cold. One of the best teams in the West Coast League. The 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Bottom of the 9th inning, Sweets trail by 5. 6-1. 2 outs. Estabrook, the last hope. 2-0. Devoured by the dirt, 3 balls and no strikes. You know, at this spot, you just got to take it one batter at a time. Estabrook's got to get on. Landon Young's on deck. He's got to do the same. The 3-0. Catches the outside third. 3 balls in and 1 strike. A heater from Douglas Pluff. Gets the sign and is right back in the motion. The lefties deal on 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4. Estabrook prolongs the bottom of the 9th. With 2 outs, the Sweets are still technically alive. The biggest beneficiary, Landon Young, of the walk from Estabrook. He gets another try at a hit. 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out twice. The first offering to Young pounces on a heater, roped right field line, foul territory. It skips off the bleachers into the concourse. A few kids run for the baseball. You should look at that. Red tank top, his 2nd of the day. That was the 2nd foul ball I called out there in right. The 2nd collected from that same guy. The 0-1 pitch, runner goes, misses inside. Estabrook in without a throw.
Sweets fans, that is a stolen base. You can swipe a 14-inch cheese or pepperoni.
Well, would you look at that? A 14-inch $5 pizza with 2 outs, a stolen base from Estabrook. How about it? The 0-1 misses high. Rather, the count moves 2 balls and 1 strike. Young ahead in the count here. Sweets down by 5 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Douglas Plouffe deals downstairs. Hitters count here to Young. This is, one of the least pressure moments. Your team's down big. 3 balls and a strike. Green light. Just swing the bat. Go out there and have fun on 3-1. The pitch. Young, shot out of a cannon right field. Just a hair foul. It bounces on the wrong side of the chalk. And the Sweets down to their final strike. Douglas Pluff digs his all-white cleats into the dirt and leans in, his left arm hanging at his waist. Looking in and getting the sign from his battery mate McDonald. He gets it and comes set. Estabrook at second takes his lead, the stretch, and the 3-2 on the way. Line drive right field, hits the chalk, and it's a foul ball. That looked like it could have been called either way. Rode the chalk for a while. Well, we'll do it again on 3-2. If Landon Young reaches, Johnny Backus on deck. Sweets down by 5, bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. It gets past the catcher, McDonald. He leans in, throws over to first base, and that will do it. The Sweets lose 6-1 after 9 innings. The Kamloops Northpaws take down the Sweets here in this opening game. The first game won in a home series that the Sweets have dropped.
The final score of the visiting Kamloops Northpaws 6 and your Walla Walla Sweets 1. Join us tomorrow.
Story of the game, really, Mason Sheen. 8 strikeouts through 7 innings, gives up just 1 earned run out there on the hill. He was the big difference, as Walla Walla's got to rally and win the next 2 ball games to keep their home winning streak series alive. Right back here tomorrow on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network, 6:35 first pitch. Will be live right around 10 minutes prior with Countdown with Colby, like we do every game, and our players roundup. Post-game show, we will have an interview with our player of the game. We'll have to see who that's going to be. That'll be edited on the Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. But until then, this is Drew Albaugh saying so long and good night from Walla Walla, Washington. Sweets lose 6-1 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.